write out some dreams that they have for themselves. I have things in here like blinds in the master, hike the Grand Canyon rim to rim. All kinds of fun things in here. It's not all the way filled out. I wanted to leave some room for more dreams, but I want to challenge you guys to join us. Grab one of these, I don't even know what you call them, 3x5 card thingamajiggers. They're at Walmart, they're at Target. I got the colorful ones. And start dreaming with us. So I want to share with you another thought that I had, which I think is, it's not a thought I had. It's an article that I ran across that I thought was so fascinating. It's called, well, during COVID, many of us got addicted to what's called dopamine. So dopamine is a feel-good protein, and it's released by instant gratification, like pleasure, like shopping on Amazon. Anybody do that during COVID? Baking cookies, maybe even eating them all, eating chocolate, or scrolling Facebook, scrolling Instagram. All of those little tiny hits of things that make us feel better is kind of what we looked for during COVID because, shelter in place and all the stuff that was going on. We looked for things that just gave us this instantaneous hit of feel good. But the thing with dopamine is it's very short-lived, and you probably have felt that rush before. So that's why it feels so good in the moment. And then afterwards, you can feel a little let down. So what's happening is because it's like instant and it goes away, it's kind of like sugar, like you get a sugar high and then it goes away and then you feel worse. That's kind of what dopamine does to our bodies. And so we need more and more and more of it. Like we need carrots outside of us to keep going for something that makes us feel good. And the motivation comes from outside of us instead of inside of us. On the other hand, there's another chemical that's released in our body called oxytocin. And oxytocin is released in response to things inside of us, like psychological or physical stressors, doing something scary or doing something hard. And this protein, when it's released, it's called the love protein, the love chemical. It helps us feel a love for ourselves, which in turn helps us to bond with others. So we not only feel good about others, but we feel good about ourselves as well. And this particular chemical stays in our system way longer than dopamine. And it really motivates us internally. So we no longer, after a while, we no longer need the carrot to do the things that seem scary or hard because we know that it's going to make us feel better, feel stronger, feel happier overall. So doing hard things gives us guts, and doing scary things gives us grit. And it kind of reminds me of when I was a new consultant. And one of the hardest, scariest things I had to do as a new consultant, maybe you can relate to this, is pick up the phone that weighed 1,000,000 pounds and call people to ask them if they'd have a facial or be a hostess. And I tell you, okay, so this was back in the day when the phones were attached to the wall. So I would go in our bedroom, I would grab the phone that was attached to the wall and I'd put it on the bed and I'd pick up the phone and I would dial. And it was so scary. Sometimes I would look at that phone for 15 minutes before I got the courage to even pick it up and make that call. But the funny thing is, and I remember this so vividly, I would make a few phone calls. I'd have my list of 5 people and I would start making those phone calls, and it got easier and easier and easier because we build up the scary in our mind so much. And sometimes the reality of it is people are kind of excited to have a facial or get together, especially now, after COVID. Girlfriends are loving to get together. They're loving to try makeup. They're loving to shop together. I just had a Barbie party, you guys. It was the most fun we have had in such a long time. The Barbie movie came out. We got together. Remember when we used to get together and do Barbie? I had a Barbie head that we used to put makeup on. I'm like, okay, we're going to do that tonight, but we're going to do it on ourselves or each other. I don't care. So I just put out Barbie makeup samples and we played Barbie makeup. It was so fun, you guys. And everybody was really excited about it. So yeah. So when you pick up the phone and you do hard things and you do things like that were scary or they seemed hard, you feel great afterwards. Like you feel accomplished, you feel energized, so many great feelings. Do you know what I'm talking about? So I honestly believe in the power of Mary Kay Cosmetics to change lives. Like I know it's changed my lives. I know it's changed many of your lives. I know it's changing lives all over the United States. And so I just wanted to jump on here today, just kind of share a few of my thoughts and our dream this year to have a million dreams. And I want to invite you to join us for our Million Dreams Challenge this year. And I want to invite you to like go find a spiral index card thingamajigger thing. I wish I had a name for this. Maybe you have a name for this. And just start writing out some of the things that you want to do, have, be, give. Just start dreaming again. And I also want to invite you to join us on our Monday nights for our Zoom. This is where we get to like come together and inspire one another. We have people reaching our dreams. By the way, I don't know if you can see this. I have a wall started that says a million dreams. We have 3 dreams up there already. And one of my dreams that has come true so far is I wanted to get my husband a pizza oven for his birthday. And I took my Mary Kay money and I put it towards a pizza oven. So what is it for you? So we get together, we inspire one another, we recognize each other, we share our ideas with each other. And this is where we have community. So once a month, we have like one of our team members like lead the meeting. Once a month, we have a guest speaker. These have been really fun. And 2 times a month, I'm leading the meeting. So for 45 minutes, we meet together and do all of that. And then the last 15 minutes, we break out into breakout rooms for community so that you guys can meet each other and encourage each other. These are the sidebar conversations that I really felt was missing from our in-person meetings. Like people would gather in the parking lot at our in-person meetings before the meeting, after the meeting, or they would go out, grab something to eat after our meetings. And when we switched over to Zoom, I felt like it was just like a head talking and I didn't want that anymore. And so we started doing this and it's been so great for building community. Oh yeah. Oh, how I wish I could be in a million different places at the same time. So I could be with like all of you, molecules to molecules, but oh, how grateful I am for Zoom. I know many of us have a love-hate relationship with Zoom, but I'm grateful because we have consultants like you all over the United States. And I wanted an opportunity once a week to bring you guys together. So I want to invite you to join us. And so how do you join us? It's super easy. I encourage you to download our Boards app. Like we have all the information you need to do anything in your Mary Kay business on our Boards app. And it's a free app. The link is pinned to the top of this Facebook group. And when you download it and open it up, there's a link to our Zoom. So it's super easy. You just go to your Boards on Monday nights, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, 8:30 p.m. Central time. Click on the link and join us. And then, so I got to tell you guys, we don't have a meeting for the next really kind of 2 weeks. So mark your calendars. You got a little bit of time to join us. So mark your calendars for Monday, September 11th. That's when we're starting up again. Rarely do we miss meetings, but we've got Labor Day and Terry and I are going on the top director trip. So mark your calendars to join us September 11th at 6:30 p.m., 8:30 p.m. Central. And we have a special guest that night, $1 Million Sales Director, Catherine Longley. So Catherine, I met for the very first time on the top director trip to South America. She is a young mom of 4 grade schoolers, and she's been a $1 Million director a few times. So her youngest is starting kindergarten this year. And I'm just excited for her to come and share with you guys how she does it all. Like, I'm just in awe of her, and I think you're going to love her too. Next month in October, we have National Sales Director Kristen Sharp coming to our Monday night. So I'm so excited about our guests this year. So here's the deal. If you're feeling a tug on your heart to like join the community again, we would love, love, love to have you. Just come, you guys. Don't worry about what you have or haven't done or anything like that. You are welcome anytime into our Zooms. We are having so much fun dreaming again. And I would love to have you join us for a million dreams this year. And I want to thank you for taking the time to watch all of this, because if you're here, it's got to be tugging at your heart, you guys. So join us. We'd love to have you. Bye for now.